You doing, Mass Effect? What you doing? Alright. Where am I going? I think I'm supposed to be at the relay. I think is where I probably was. Okay. So I don't remember what I said last time. Today is Monday. And a whole weekend. But, we've got Samara, Tali, and a crashing ship over here. I think I'm gonna skip the Firewalker missions, which means that we really don't have that much left, so today is probably Shadow Broker Day. I mean, maybe... I don't think I'm gonna do the Firewalker mission. And I'm not gonna do the Explorer Normandy crash site. Those are annoying. Alright, let's do this blood pack. Oh, I was gonna say, see if we can find some Element Zero.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
Give me that. I mean, I should be, you know, grabbing all these other things too. But, no, Element Zero. Although Iridium is high up on the list of things I need to get.
Away.
Let's say, where was that gargantuan spike?
Probe away.
I think maybe like a little spike up. Maybe.
Probe launched.
From Zadaban.
Probe launched.
Alright, that looks to
Probe
be
launched.
everything that we're going to get from Element Zero airplane. Oh, airplane's not here yet, but I can hear it from here. Or y'all will hear it soon. Okay, it's your... Doesn't look too bad, actually. Alright, we get overload. We are gonna go with heavy overload. And you... No, I wanted to go shredder ammo for him. But I think... Oh, we can see health and shield values here. Oh, interesting. But let's finish off Drell Assassin. We're gonna go with Marksman. Yeah, go with Marksman. And then we'll go Shredder Ammo. Garrus, you don't have enough points. Thane. Want you with the locust.
I am detecting a large power source inside the base. It is probable that destroying it would disrupt the entire facility.
And I'm at 17 ammo. Because reasons. You'll get your resources when they're good and ready. Bleh. You want to come mine these rocks yourself? Everything will be ready for the attack. If you'd gotten me the additional Vorcha I asked for, it would have been done by now. You know, reading is hard. It's the first thing that I read today. Give me a break. Wait, was I supposed to go down there? I'm sending back 2 of the Vorcha you sent me, so that you can see what I'm dealing with out here. I suggest you not arm these morons. These piss-poor shots are more likely to blast the broadside of one of your generators and hit their intended targets. Maybe once you understand what I'm dealing with, you won't be so quick to mock me when I ask for some gosh darn assistance. Ucko. Did I just one-shot that guy?
Nice targeting.
Wait, where's my teammate?
Go now to the sea.
Wait, are you a new one?
One less to worry about.
Yeah, I need to
Target right.
activate this.
Oh!
Am I just doing big damage? Look at those RTX shadows, man. Not RTX shadows. I don't even know what is being reflected here. It's definitely not whatever's... Well... I guess it could be. Kind of hard to tell. My Vorcha have gone missing. I need more if you expect us to get this work done on schedule. I don't care how you get them. Ask Garm for his extras. He has to have some cast-offs that are good enough for mining duty.
I said. Go in peace.
Go in peace. Gosh. Oh my gosh.
Scratch one. Well, I'll hold them.
This must be low-level Vorcha. 'Cause these guys are taking a ton of damage. My squad mates are actually doing something. That's, pretty sure that's illegal. Okay. We are definitely seeing a reflection of something else. Whatever it is, the world may never know.
Through my shield. Embrace the sea. Your body is dust.
Nice shooting.
We have to go, now!
What was that?
We can use this.
Okay. That was easy. I forget how short some of these missions are. Just run in, shoot down some dudes, and shoot something else, and you're done. Well, guess that works. I think there's several facilities that I need to go to, though.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Right. Think I have to go feed my fish. Assuming they're not already dead. Holy crap, they're not dead.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
I don't know how to get Kelly to feed my fish. I talk to her a lot. Doesn't listen to me. Alright, do we see any more blood pack stuff? No. Okay. What's this saving crashing ship? Also Overlord. Alright, let's go help Tali. The decisions you make in Mass Effect 2 could have dire ramifications in Mass Effect 3. In case you didn't know. But we thought you should know. Alrighty. I think Garrus is a diplomat. We can bring him along. Alright, Tali, we're gonna give you a combat drone. Gonna be an attack drone as well. We're gonna give you this. Power duration. Meh. I guess we'll save her points for energy drain. I guess putting 1 in hacking Won't be too bad. You know, give her something to do. And Garrus, moi. Oh. You have a shotgun. Interesting choice. Very interesting.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
I never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aborted. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Kila Salai. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Kila Salai.
Telly helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help, Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Interesting.
You should speak with Admiral Ran. She's waiting for you up ahead.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such a thing.
Talizora.
If Talizora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her, she's as good as convicted.
Dalaran.
Talizora Vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
I think I recognize this voice actor. If you've ever seen The Expanse, there's a counselor. I don't remember her name, but she's like a high counselor. She gets a lot of screen time and whatnot. She's kind of important, I suppose. And I think Shalaran is that particular character. I never pegged her to be a voice actor. That's cool.
I take it being associated with the human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Talizora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine Father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
This is a terrible idea.
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you. This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kila Salai.
Kila Salai.
The accused Tali Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Sucker.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that our captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
How could Tali have brought guests to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active guests to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Oh, murmurs.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Kila.
You've got a lot of nerve.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you Bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Why haven't they taken back the ship?
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the Conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The Admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the Admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war with the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
You set me up.
If anyone can retake the Alarai, Tali Zora can.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
This voice actor sounds familiar to me too, but I can't quite place where I've heard him.
I'm just here to help Tali, Admiral.
I'm glad someone is.
You believe I'm innocent, don't you, Admiral?
I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rael was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rael's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit-wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. A crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rael and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rael looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rael for you.
Hey, Edge.
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral, but it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Hang in there, bub.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkorus Vas Quibquib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Vas Quibquib.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
You have a ship named Quib-Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib-Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
This is an interesting mission. Lots of paying off past encounters.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are not to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Tali Zora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Tali Zora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Vitor? Oh,
Shepard
man.
spoke well to the admirals.
Shepard? How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Man, you know, I was just thinking, like, it would be kind of cool to play a Mass Effect game where you're a Quarian and you're escaping the Quarian homeworld after being attacked by the Geth. I think it would be really cool if you were a Prothean and you were trying to fight back against the Reapers in the first initial onslaught, and you were part of, like, the main team to set up the future beacon for all the future people to find you. It would be really cool to be a Krogan in the Krogan versus Rachni wars where you're fighting back the Rachni. It would be really crazy to be a Solarian and be in charge of trying to develop the genophage while fighting back all of the Krogan as, you know, they prepare to wipe out the galaxy or something like that. There are so many crazy moments and crazy big pivotal points in the history of Mass Effect that would make for a wonderful game or a wonderful trilogy of games. And it just seems so easy to me to create, to go into those areas. And it's kind of crazy that, you know, they maybe they have thought of it. Maybe, you know, it's not that interesting. You know, prequels are hard, you know, because people already know the outcomes. But I just feel like with so many great moments in the history, there's so much potential to create something great, even if you have to diverge a little bit, you know.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
I think it would be cool to be a Turian running into the human space monkeys during the first encounter. That would be cool. They have so many stories to tell in this universe. Absolutely. They have said that they think it's too big an obstacle because you know what ending you get. Yeah, that's the biggest hurdle to get over for prequel stuff. And I get it. I still don't think it wouldn't be interesting. You could still hold a story in that era and still know the outcome of the greater battle, but you could still have your own story within that battle. You don't have to be a part of stopping all the Krogan. Think of Rogue One for Star Wars. You're not overthrowing the galaxy. You're not wiping out the rebel threat. You're just progressing the story into its next phase with, you know, an interesting collection of, I guess, characters, you know, moving the plot along. And I think you could still do that.
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I...
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Glad to see you in better shape, Vitor.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
It sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
You support experiments on living creatures?
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali'Zorah is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth?
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali'Zorah. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Greetings, Commander. But they could they could call it an alternate reality series. Like they do in the comics. That would be cool too. I think there's another series out there. It might be Marvel actually, that does kind of like a, if this happened, this is what the outcome would be, and it's like in a comic or something like that too, which is a really neat idea. Maybe a little confusing for gaming, but I think it could be done. Choose your favorite mad scientist ever? Tali or someone else? Zen? Zen is a little crazy. But I kind of see where she's going with it.
Kallrieger.
Shepard, Tali'Zorah, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haestrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali'Zorah. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Kal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haestrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy.
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haestrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Hastrom's son?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Hastrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops tally. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Stay safe out there.
Talizora and Farah are out of control. This is on their heads.
I guess I could check if there's anybody to talk to over here. The series is called Other Worlds. They are making a series of it for Disney Plus. Really?
I'll admit that much.
That's cool.
If anyone can retake the...
My father dead? Or trapped on the Alarai? My name stripped? How could you not tell me this, Captain?
I'm sorry, Tali. I was under orders from Admiral Ran herself. I couldn't say anything. She wanted to get you onto the Alarai. She said that the Admiralty Board needed to see your reactions. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Who decides where the migrant fleet is going?
That's a more complex question than you might think. The Conclave votes on where we're going, but the Admiralty works out how we get there safely. Avoiding areas of piracy, scheduling resupply, that sort of thing.
Seems like you're cut out of the loop.
Raya has a representative in the Conclave, like every other ship. But me personally, I don't get to say in anything that happens beyond my ship's hull. If my crew doesn't like the way things are going, we're free to leave the fleet at any time. Of course, since the Raya produces about a third of the fleet's food, they try to keep us happy.
Why is the fleet here? A binary blue giant system isn't the most hospitable place in the galaxy.
Not if you're looking for a planet to land on. We've been doing a lot of deep-range travel. The bulk of the fleet is here to charge up using photovoltaic solar cells. We're running an ice mining operation at the Red Dwarf 6 light years off. They haul it here, and we melt it for water, or crack it into deuterium, hydrogen, and oxygen.
Why'd you post guards outside our ship?
Aside from the fact that your crew is Cerberus, technically it's under quarantine. Any accidental intership contact could sicken or kill our crew.
We'll talk to you later, Captain.
If Talizora is stuck with a human...
Talizora and Farah are out of
Talizora was Normandy. Alrighty. Let's go, whatchamacallit.
I didn't expect a human to be such a good speaker.
Keep meaning to read the DC alternate reality where Thomas Wayne becomes a vigilante after his wife and son are killed in the alley. I'm assuming you're talking about Batman there, in which that would be
loyalty.
An interesting take.
It's about more than just killing Geth. Talizor is guilty.
You know what? I agree. Tally
If
is
Talizora
guilty.
is stuck with a human captain, at least it's an eloquent one.
Talizora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kila Selai.
Kila Selai.
Enemies ahead!
Where did you come from?
Combat drones away.
You can only have one drone? Hold on a second.
That one hit!
Hold on a second.
Right. Combat drone away.
Okay, never mind. They just killed it. Alright. I was about to say, like, that's some bull crap.
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
The only things in the comments that's not allowed to be changed are the death of Uncle Ben and Martha Wayne. They are the only fixed points in the universes of comics. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, lots of blue. Like a bunch of white at the top. And then that one.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
That's your observation? Their fridgings are the navels of everything. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, one white at the top. That one. That one. That one. I think there's 2 duplicates. I wonder if we can get 3
This
duplicates.
might be useful.
Geth shield strength.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many Geth are networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down! Shut everything down! They're in the system!
Hostile spotted.
Oh! Wasn't expecting fights in here.
We locked down navigation. Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
Where's Rome? Thought I saw like a little shiny thing over here. What kind of room is this supposed to be? This a kitchen? Why is there a bunch of sinks and nothing to cook?
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
You admire my devotion to collecting loot? You know, I play a lot of RPGs, and when you play a lot of RPGs, you kind of get conditioned to going all over the place to look for that treasure chest. So I guess that's just where I get it from.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Did you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
You've got a place here, Tali. Don't throw it away in a war you don't need.
Don't need? Shepard, if I don't wear a helmet in my own home, I die. A single kiss could put me in the hospital. Every time you touch a flower with bare fingers, inhale its fragrance without air filters, you're doing something I can't. Damn the pilgrimage. Without it, I might never have known what I was missing, what we had lost when we lost our home world.
Alright, so take it back then.
If your people feel that way, why haven't they prepared for war?
Just like that? Can you imagine the complexities of taking your entire society into war? And too many people are afraid, or comfortable, or guilt-ridden over whether we were cruel to the Geth. So we've done nothing. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
I'm just trying to help. Relax. Wow, this is probably the easiest one I've ever done. No crate unsmashed. Yup. No pot.
Playing combat mode.
Holy crap, I died. Oh, there was a dude on the side. Wow. I wasn't expecting to die. That happened quick. Obviously their plan should have been to get a planet to park civilians on, to live in habitats or something, then turn their attention to war if they wanted. Yeah, I think that would have worked. Oh my gosh, Garrus, what are you doing?
What else to worry about?
They should soften them up.
Oh, come on. I was like, where's this laptop? Hey, now I'm at 19. Nothing ever makes any sense.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rael Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rael Zora.
Oh, hold on. My mouse is off the screen. Let's go ahead and do a hard save, by the way. I can't use this, but, you know, helpful. I am going back in the direction that I don't want to go.
Father! No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me to clean up your mess.
Hey, come here.
almost missed that one.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You've got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Tali, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Daro Zen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
Don't forget to search that dead Geth. I don't remember seeing a dead Geth. Yeah, I don't remember seeing one. Maybe it's later. Losing your mind, no surprise. Thought you saw one right before you opened the door to the body. Oh, you probably saw that body. I was kind of taken off guard when it just put me directly into a cutscene without clicking on it. This one's probably this one. Yep. Kind of do a little bit of cheating, you know, and follow the lines a little bit. Do a quick save. Some top dogs in there.
Switch up!
You're dead already? The heck? Where are you going, Prime?
Watch the drum.
I'll take that. Anything else here? I feel like there should be so much more.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No, we're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble a new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
That sounded bad. Yeah.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the Admirals, not anyone.
Rael Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
I mean, he is a traitor. He is a monster to your people. Hello?
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
I don't know if the decisions that I make here have any ramifications on the future. I'm not 100% sure. Do you have good Paragon score? I think so.
We're not going to decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. One of those things where it's like, yeah, I want to cover this up and I'll take the hit for my father being
We need to face facts. There has
basically a scumbag.
There is no reason to think Tali Zora
If Jacob was like, you know what, I forgive my father, Shepard, don't do anything, I'd be like, heck no, sucker. What are you, crazy? And I feel like I'm being put in the exact same situation here. So I'm probably just gonna say, heck no, sucker. You crazy?
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Sorry we're late.
Tali Zora Vas Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the Quarian people.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
Perhaps Tali Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
I mean, I'm gonna choose this option. But, this is interesting.
Tali helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel. That should be all the evidence you need.
I fail to see what relevance...
You're not really interested in Tali, are you? This trial isn't about her. It's about the Geth.
This hearing has nothing to do with the Geth.
You want people to sympathize with them. And Geralt wants to go to war. None of you care about Tali. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial. Tali'Zorah saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai. She showed the galaxy the value of the Quarian people. I can't think of stronger evidence than that.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment? Tali'Zorah, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
You can rally the crowd as well, and that's your favorite option? That sounds like a dirty tactic. To be honest, the tactic that Shepard used right there was also a dirty tactic. Like, you can't... Just because she did those things doesn't mean that she cannot do or didn't do the things that she's accused of. And it's a little silly in that regard because, you know, it's the same situation with her father. Her father was this great admiral, you know, that did so many great things, but he was also reactivating Geth in the fleet, which is a traitorous thing to do. So, you know, it's very weird that they flip-flop on that. Now, do I want the Quarians to go to war? I don't know if this decision matters or not, but I'd like to put in my 2 cents, you know. And if they go to war, they're probably going to get wiped out. In the sense of, if they win, they just won't have a lot of Quarians left to rebuild their race. And if they lose, they just go extinct. If they don't go to war, I don't know. I imagine if I choose don't go to war, I could probably use them to help fight the Reapers. Which means that I probably wouldn't have a Quarian fleet to help me with the Reapers if I tell them to go to war. Obviously, the Reaper threat is the most important thing to be thinking about. But, you know, the aftermath of the Reaper threat is also important. It doesn't matter if you save the galaxy if you have no galaxy to go back to. Omni tools are cooler looking than smartphones, and they can shoot incinerator pucks. You trade up to one. Omni tools are pretty cool. It's not highlighted, so it's not a win by shouting option. This place, you can either comment your opinion on the war, or you can fire back on what they said about Tali by saying she's with you. Yeah, that's what I figured. I don't think I can choose everything here. I think it's one of these or one of these. All right, I'm gonna ask the chat here. I've made my decision on what I'm going to choose. Do any of these choices, as far as going to war or not going to war, do they affect anything in Mass Effect 3 or even Mass Effect 2? They don't? Okay. Well, just your opinion? Okay. Well then, in that case, I was gonna choose good luck with the war, but you know.
With all due respect, Admiral, I didn't represent one of your people. I represented one of mine.
Sucker?
So you did, Shepard.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Talizora Vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
Kila Salai.
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said. I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
That was a good option to choose. That was the epitome of sucker right there.
Tell me about what your father said, what he did. You deserve better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
Well, you can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks, but I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Come on, Talizora Vas Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
We can use this.
Oh yeah, what did we get? Aside from 34 Paragon. Alright, tech damage. I'm almost maxed on Paragon. That was a lot of Paragon. Let's save. Hold F. They're like, here are some gifts for you representing one of our people. And Shepard's like, I don't represent one of yours, I represented one of mine. Calls the admirals out on their mistreatment of her. Heck yeah. I just remembered too that, well, I was looking at my Mass Effect 1 thoughts, and I actually used Liara and Tali for like the final mission, you know, to try something new.